And welcome from the blue corner, Bradley Big Zeus Boyce.
Fight number 2 of the evening goes straight to the heavyweights. The big boys make their way to the cage, and you never really know what you're going to get in a heavyweight matchup. Anytime you have a man that weighs over 230-something pounds throwing leather, it could end at any second. Bradley Big Zeus Boyce and his opponent Michel Boubre are going to be definitely an electrifying fight between these two giants. Don't blink, because you may miss a knockout. As Brad Big Zeus Boyce makes his way to the cage, you wonder what's going through his head. Also taking his first fight ever, but he has trained in mixed martial arts for a year and a half, sporting the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fight shorts. Yeah, I talked to Brad about why he decided to fight mixed martial arts. What exactly makes a man decide that he wants to get in the cage and fight? He told me that he just loves to do it. That's it. He just likes to get in there, fight. He says he's been fighting all his life, and he wants to be the man. And to be the man, you got to beat someone up in front of everybody. We'll see if Bradley Boyce can do that tonight. Big Zeus now getting checked by the doctors and the commission. Everything looks clear, and he enters the cage.
And now welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Michel Boubre.
Michel Boubre is a monster of a man. Also making his mixed martial arts debut. You can see the fan poll has Michel Boubre by about 12%, 56% for Boubre, 44% for Boyce. One thing you may notice about Michel Boubre is that he fights with a Revolution training camp here in the upstate of South Carolina, giving hugs to Cody, Trent, Jake Tubbs, Jimmy Fowler. There's the whole crew right there. Very tight fight family, the Revolution team. This is a crew of people that really care for each other. They have a camaraderie that you don't see that often. These guys believe in each other. They work for each other, and have certainly proven themselves to be one of the most formidable fight camps in the state of South Carolina. One of their heavyweights, Michel Boubre, making his way to the USFFC cage. He is from Inman, South Carolina. Says his favorite thing about the sport of mixed martial arts is the rush of victory. As Jimmy Fowler getting his man ready. Jimmy Fowler, one of the better coaches in the area. Small guy, but big heart and an incredible skill set. A phenom in jiu-jitsu. And I know that Michel Boubre is glad to have Jimmy Fowler in his corner tonight as he steps into the USFFC cage. Let's go to Cyrus Fees for your announcement as this crowd is on its feet at the TD Convention Center live here in Greenville, South Carolina.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of thefightdoctors.com, blue corner. He's making his MMA debut, fighting out of the Ultimate Fight Team, Shelby, North Carolina, Bradley Big Zeus Boyce. And now his opponent, fighting out of the U.S. Army, red corner, making his MMA debut, fighting out of Revolution Martial Arts, Inman, South Carolina, Michel Boubre.
Boubre is a monster of a man, and his opponent,
your referee when the action begins, Justin Brown.
And this one probably will be electrifying. You don't want to blink, Cyrus Fees, when two men this big are in the cage at the same time.
100%. I love heavyweight fights. Always will. Always have. Two big men here you got in the tights. Michael Boubre, obviously the big crowd favorite here. And in the trunks, we have Big Zeus.
Both these men are massive, but Boubre has some of the biggest tree trunks of legs I think I've seen in a while in a heavyweight. Boubre closing the distance early, wrestles his man to the ground, taking a mount position already. This is not good for Bradley Big Zeus Boyce to have a man the size of Michel Boubre on top, raining damage from above. Not a good start for Brad Boyce.
No, I agree. And listen, when you're coming out of a gym like Revolution, you know the type of strategy you're going to get. Not to downplay the Ultimate Fight team at all, but he's in there training with Jake Tubbs all the time. He's getting that experience. Boubre looks like a monster.
Monster shots coming down courtesy of Michel Boubre. Brad Boyce trying to kick him off. Can he get up? No. Boubre dropping hammers from the top position. How long can Brad Boyce take these?
Man, sledgehammers coming down here for Boubre. Now starting to work on an arm possibly. Just trying to isolate something, man. Jimmy Fowler, all the great team there at Revolution. You know he has some sub-game as well. You know, kind of reminds me of a Cormier with that build, man. Just a real stout heavyweight.
Big fella. Now, Brad Boyce has done a good job of getting out of the mount position. Looks like the front headlock from Boubre. He's going to be able to drop his weight on the top and keep his man down. Brad Boyce wants to bring this to the feet, it looks like, where he can initiate a striking exchange. Trying to grab the leg of Boubre, it's just too big.
No,
it's too strong.
100%.
You're not going to pull that thing in.
He just has to explode and try to get to his feet at this point and try to separate. He's not going to win this game.
Oh, mean left hook or right straight from Boubre, misses, and he muscles his man right back down into half guard. And Boyce does not secure the leg and lets Michel Boubre take mount. Now, this is not a good spot. Boyce could have closed on that leg, but he just let it slide up over his knee into the mount position. Great spot for Michel Boubre. Bad spot for Bradley Boyce.
Well, you know, Justin Brown's watching very closely here, and if Boyce is in trouble, believe me, it will get stopped. Obviously, being a debut. Man, Boubre is just hammering down, man. Maybe he ought to be named Big Zeus because he looks like the god right now. He's killing it.
Dropping hammer punches down. The ref has seen enough. Michel Boubre, a dominant performance.
Wow. Incredible. Michel Boubre, man, look at this guy's physique. Look at the technique. This is somebody that can have the heavyweight title around his waist in the next year. I mean, if he continues that way, tremendous.
With the eye test alone, you see a lot of potential there, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Notice the sportsmanship. Right after the fight, Michel Boubre walks up, shakes his man's hand. And a lot of the time, that part gets left out of mixed martial arts. The sportsmanship, the camaraderie, the honor between competitors. You saw a great example of that right here in the ring. Incredible display of raw power, skill, and speed from Michel Boubre. His wrestling coach, Trent Goodell, in there, giving him a dap, telling him good job. Striking coach, Cody Wilson, doing the same thing. You see the replay here, hammer fists are dropped. Brad Boyce never gets a chance to recuperate. Michel Boubre was smothering with top control and mean hammer fists, and Big Zeus Brad Boyce never able to get back to his feet.
All right, Justin Brown stops this fight first round, 239. Your winner by TKO due to strikes with his first MMA victory, Michel Boubre.
Michel Boubre, Revolution Mixed Martial Arts, winning his MMA debut. Getting a picture with the coaches afterwards. Rocking his USFFC medallion. That's one happy heavyweight competitor right there.
All right, all right. Michel Boubre, I called you Michael on the way in, but it didn't faze you. Congratulations on the win. You look dominant in there, man. How you feeling right now? You don't look too winded. How about your first fight here at USFFC?
I mean, it was a good fight. I wasn't planning on going to the ground. I like to stand out better, but they gave me the chance, so my coach said to keep going, so I kept going.
Well, listen, obviously we're going to see your teammate, the heavyweight champion Jake Tubbs, a little bit later. Talk about the training camp and getting ready and sparring with Jake and everybody over there at Revolution.
It's pretty tough. You know, we have like a lot of UFC fighters. Training with Jake Tubbs, good wrestler. He slammed me all the time. I hurt my knee training with him. My ankle sparring with Justin Scoggin. You're punching the face all the time. And I work 24/7, you know. I'm not happy with my performance. I'm going to go back and train even harder. And hopefully I can get a quicker finish.
Hey, man, I think you did pretty good. Guys, give it up one more time. Michel Boubre. Here we go.
Michel Boubre, critical of his own performance, even though it was pretty one-sided.